Hey everybody, welcome to the Normal Vlog. My name is Taekwon, you can call me Tay, and today we're going to be discussing all things Korean skincare. Now, what is Korean skincare? This video is for you if you don't know. It's going to be a beginner's guide to the 7 to 10 steps to help you improve your complexion, your tone, and just the overall texture of your skin over a certain amount of time. We're gonna hop into all the steps, we're gonna hop into some tips at the end of the video, and I hope that you stick around for that. But let's go ahead and hop right on into the video. All right, y'all, so today I have two special guests. Anna.
Hello.
Yes. Anna, I told her to bring, her basics of the Korean skincare line that she uses, and when I tell you, she brought all of it, okay?
Not all.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Anna. Like, what made you hop into Korean skincare?
So hi guys, I'm Anna. I'm from Mongolia, and I have to tell, yoga brings three of us together.
Yes.
And we have a same interest about Korean skincare. I like the glow, I like shiny, the Korean glass skin. So
Yes.
I'm getting there. I'm working on it.
Oh, it's already there. It's already there.
Yes, that's it. So I would love to share my tips, how I do, what was my mistake.
Yes, definitely. When I first met Anna, I was like, holy shit, your skin looks so beautiful. Like, what are you doing? And she immediately started helping me to where my skin now feels so much better. She's helping me repair my skin barrier. So I definitely had to have her here today. Also next to me is Edgar. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Edgar.
Well, I'm one step away from being a straight man with my skincare. But I do love it. I enjoy it. I do it more like a self-care moment before I go to bed and when I just wake up. I would like to achieve the glass skin, please. Thank you very much. I love that when you said I've made mistakes, you looked at me. So I have little things. I'm a jewelry designer, and I also have a yoga studio where we all met.
Yes, yeah, we all met at Miami Life Center where Edgar is the director of it. We always have conversations about things like skincare, yoga, so I felt like it was very vital that he be here today to also hop in because we're learning about Korean skincare and how to make it work for our skin in particular because everybody's different. So going into this, just know that these are all recommendations. Nothing is really set in stone. Try different things, see what works best for you, but just know it's gonna take a little bit of time. So let's go ahead and hop into the steps of Korean skincare. Now, first things first, typically with Korean skincare, you want to cleanse. Double cleanse at that. Now, you may be thinking, what is double cleansing? Well, typically you want to start off with an oil-based cleanser. Anna, why is that? Why do we use an oil-based cleanser first to attack the cleansing aspect of our skin?
So oil cleans the bacteria better than soap.
Ah.
And so, for example, these two is my besties for my double cleansing.
Oh, wow. These are oil-based.
This one more water-based.
Ah, okay. We got La Roche-Posay.
So with that one, I like to remove my signature makeups like eye, lips, eyebrows.
Right.
And with this one, first step, I get a couple pumps and I heat it up. Then I roll around my face, cleaning, massaging, around my lymphatic system, muscles.
Yeah. It's perfect for massaging. Yeah.
Sometimes if I have time, I just do for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm rushing 5 minutes. And when I do the double cleansing, I can see the difference of my skin is getting more smooth and it's even more cleaner and just I love it.
Yeah.
Once you go for it, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Once you go into the double cleansing, you'll never come back.
It's so true. I started double cleansing, so I use the Centella Madagascar light cleansing oil. When I first started doing the oil cleansing, I was like, this doesn't make sense. Like oil will break my skin out. But I realized after a while that it was actually moisturizing my skin, keeping it nice and hydrated. Even before I apply the other gel cleanser, like this prepared my skin for the cleanse in a way that I've never had before. Now I want to say something really quickly. There are two options typically when it comes to like the first part of the double cleansing. You can have an oil-based cleanser, or you can go in with more of like a lotion-based or like a milk-based. Have you ever tried the yam root like milk cleanser?
These two.
Yes. So I find, and let me know your opinion on this. I find that like for people with super sensitive, raw skin, lots of acne, you want to go for more of a milk cleanser, something that is going to be a lot softer on the skin and a little less heavy than the oil, in my opinion. I use this just in the morning as opposed to doing like a full wash because I find that it cleanses my skin but also keeps it super hydrated without having to go through and, you know, use the gel cleanser to strip my skin of any essential oils that I might need throughout the day. Plus, all the skincare from the night before is still settling in, and it's good to not wash all of that away. So I feel like a good like milk cleanser is really good. Tell me about
And
your
you do this every day, like double cleansing every day?
Yes.
And question, do you use cold water or hot water?
Warm water.
Warm.
Not cold, not hot, because too hot and too cold will irritate your skin. It
Yeah.
makes your skin very sensitive. So,
I'm a hot water girl.
I'm a cold water person.
Really?
Yeah.
So we gotta find the in between.
Yes,
Right here.
please.
The just right.
yes, please. Because couple years ago, my face were like all red around here. Wherever I put, it's always been red. And I realized my skin barrier was damaged because I was using way cold water and I was using ice cubes every time.
Oh wow, so
God
it's actually
bless
really not good for the skin to use cold. Because everybody will talk about how like, oh yeah, make sure you do a cold rinse at the end of your shower. And it's like, is that actually good for you? So warm.
Maybe a balance, yeah.
Yeah, but if you want to look like a Korean glass skin, you should say goodbye to
To the
the
super
cold and hot water.
All right, I just do this. I honestly, it's like a foaming one.
Okay.
And I just like it, honestly.
The La
I
Roche.
had that one too, the
This
white
one?
one, but I ran out of it. But I just, this is gonna be a fun story. I saw that Anne Hathaway only uses one brand. And I was like, I like her skin. She looks like she knows her stuff. So I just bought literally her skincare routine.
Oh.
So that's how I got these.
Wait, who? Anne Hathaway?
Yes.
Oh, I love her.
Princess Diana.
My favorite actor.
Right?
She's great.
And she uses these, so I was like, oh, then it should be good. So this is the cleanser base.
Okay, so this is good because this segues into the second part of double cleansing. After an oil or milk-based cleanser, you typically want to come in with something more jelly, or what else would you recommend?
So, sorry. My
She's like,
things are like,
She's like,
okay.
All of this.
So right now I'm using like 1, 2,
Oh, so
3, 4,
damn, girl.
5.
Damn, girl.
King.
She has 5 cleansers. That's real though.
King,
I have like
heart,
these 3 and 1 on the way.
But I don't understand. You do the double cleanse and then you apply one of those.
Yes.
No, the double cleanse is one of these, an oil or a milk base, and then you come in with something that actually soaks up. These don't soak up at all.
This is just like a
It's like a
like
soft.
a first.
Yes, it's like it preps the skin with everything you need to succeed, and then you come in with this and you wash all of the rest of the oils and stuff off.
And do you have to wait before applying the other one? It
No.
doesn't wash it away.
Now you do this, and then you come in with your gel cleanser or your.
So the reason why you're doing double cleansing is you just clean your skin like deep. Because applying all of these is to give a deep hydration into your skin.
Yeah.
If the skin surface didn't clean perfectly, things not gonna go down to the deep. So deep cleaning is like number
Essential.
one thing. Number
Okay.
one thing.
Definitely. So coming in, this is your double cleanse. So you already have the second aspect.
Yes.
You need to come in and find
So I need one before.
You need an oil-based or a milk-based cleanser.
Okay.
We'll send you the links, don't
Please.
worry. I'll put everything in the bio.
Yeah.
So that's double cleansing. It really does prepare your skin, like you said, for the rest of the skincare line. Like you really need to have a good foundation to allow the products to settle into your skin in a way that's actually going to be beneficial, as opposed to it just sitting on top of the skin.
This one, these two, I like to use it around my period time. I'm easy to break out around
Is
my
it more
chin area.
hormonal?
Yes, it's more hormonal. So these ones,
Take your time.
okay, so these ones kind of like balancing my skin
Yeah.
and reducing my like excess oils. So it helps me.
So maybe
less
when our
break
skin is breaking,
out.
we can use something like
Yes,
A little bit
with-
softer.
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Because this one has the benzoyl peroxide, 4%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a look at that, girl.
I need my glasses.
This one is really amazing because I have a T-zone oily and U-zone dry, and it doesn't make my U-zone over dry, and it doesn't make my T-zone like over oily. So
I just
like,
learned something new. We
I
got a
love
T-zone and a
And a
U-zone. Hold on. So that's your chin and cheeks, and then your T-zone is like chin, nose, and like your forehead.
yeah. So I have combination skin
Same.
and very sensitive.
Same. Edgar's gonna leave here with like a brand new
Yes.
list of things.
Also, you need to know what type of skin you have before.
Yes.
Where did you learn that?
This one, I learned that, funny, because I was a student in Taiwan and I go to stores, I had crazy acne, like crazy acne, and I go to like department store, I ask them like, oh, I want a cream, I want to remove my acne, and they will recommend me like 2 different creams and lotion and serum, and I said, I have just the one face. Why I have to put here a different thing
Yeah.
and then here a different thing? Then I didn't know I had the combination skin, and I was like wherever in my hand I was just applying,
Yeah.
and more oily, more sensitive,
Yeah.
more acne. Oh my gosh! In the morning I just use the gentle,
gentle gel
cleansers.
So the double cleanse is at night. Because it's at the end of the day, it's when your skin is like
Removing our
full of
SPF
like
and
dirt.
makeup.
Okay, I was about to do it in the morning. Okay, so at night, double.
That's good to know. Double cleanse at night. Be a little bit softer with yourself in the mornings. Some people I know don't even wash their face in the mornings. They just do a nice rinse and then they, apply. But it depends on your skin.
The face and all that.
Absolutely. Let's move right on into exfoliation. Now, typically when people think of exfoliation, you think of St. Ives apricot scrub. I'm gonna get in there with them damn shells and I'm gonna scrub my skin barrier away. And that is something that we're not doing anymore. We're sliding more into acid-based cleansers. Things that are gentle exfoliators for the skin. Talking about your AHAs, your BHAs, your retinols. We're diving into that world right now. So, Anna, I know you are a pro at this. When I first met Anna, I was using retinols on my skin in probably the most disrespectful way. My skin barrier was pretty much gone. My pores were super enlarged. Like, my skin was just being destroyed and I couldn't understand why. I thought I was doing something right to my skin by using retinols, but the reality of it is I was actually taking the wrong turn down the back highway with retinols, okay? So when it comes to retinols, sis, talk to us a little bit about that. Who should be using them and how often should we be using retinols?
Retinols, it depends
Or
how
acids.
many percent of retinol on a cream or serum or toner. I will not recommend retinol for everybody because if you are so new to Korean skincare, so new to just all these so many steps, just start with AHA or mandelic acid, just gentle ones.
Yeah.
I will tell like retinol is the strongest active ingredients of the cosmetics, but I have seen like people were using the retinol even around the eye areas. They burned their skin so crazy. If you are using that active and strong ingredients, you have to make sure using another ingredients of restoring your skin barrier. Otherwise, you will end up lose your deep hydration and imbalancing your skin, and hello to acne, pores, and redness.
Yeah, my skin
That's
was
important because I feel like retinol became like a trend and everyone started using it. So like everyone was recommending it. So everyone started using it and without like information.
It is.
So that's tough. I feel like we cannot let ourselves like be drawn to trends
Yeah.
without knowing what's good for us.
Right, like doing the proper research behind the scenes. I was one of those people who hopped on the retinol train and it was destroying my skin. So I'm very grateful that I met you and you kind of put me on the right path. I now use it like once every 2 weeks essentially, just to like remove a nice layer of skin off, but I'm even still noticing it's very harsh even after once every like 2 weeks.
Yes.
I was doing it once or twice a week, girl.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
And once we start talking about active ingredients, because I work at the cosmetic department, so I have seen like so many people, like when they start having acne or dark spots, they freak out and they start using like very strong products, and they believe it's gonna help them like in a week or just one day. They start using a lot, and plus we live in Miami. Sun is crazy here. It's gonna hurt your skin barrier. Skin barrier is your immune system of your skin. No skin barrier means easy to sun damage, easy to get wrinkles, and no hydration.
Yeah.
No hydration means just the reason of everything, every
Yeah.
problem. So
Yeah.
we should be very careful about our skin barrier, because I did that in the back. When I had a lot of acne around my T-zone, I'm sorry, I used to use lemon in my face.
Lemon. No, I remember this trend where people were putting lemon on their face.
and then baking soda and the garlic. Then because I was
trend
one of
was
them, I had the acne. I had the acne, and
Lemon.
I believe if I use lemon, and the next day my skin will look.
Clearer or like, oh, girl.
Yes.
Even like if the sun, were you using that in Miami?
I was not in Miami. I was in Taiwan, which
Okay.
is similar weather.
Yeah,
Sun
because the
was
lemon like it
crazy.
darkens your like if it's on the sun, it leaves like dark spots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't wash your hands after.
I'm
So you would use it
sorry.
at night, the lemon.
Yeah. And then the next day I wake up, I'm not gonna put SPF. I will just go outside without hat, without gloves.
Wow. Wow.
Huge mistake. Crazy mistake.
So essentially when it comes down to like acids, BHAs, AHAs, mandelic acid, retinols, it's important that we're being very conscious of our skin barrier and that we're not destroying it. We're using these things, but we're also using things to help
Yeah,
repair.
these ones. Right now, this one I'm using, the Purito. Oh, it's my favorite brand.
The dermicide
This
balancing
one,
barrier
yes.
balm.
So for example, these 3 E's, the serum and moisturizer, when I use active ingredients to balance it, to restore my skin barrier.
Yes, like if you're gonna be using acids, make sure you have something that's gonna restore the skin. I like using, you've got me on this, the So Good cleanser pads, or the Calm Toner pads, I should say. These, after I use a retinol or even an AHA, BHA, my skin feels so good afterwards. And I use it for about 2 to 3 days. And then I come through, I didn't bring this, but I'm gonna snag it from you. I come through with the mugwort clay mask. This, when I tell you I've noticed a clear difference, when I put this on my skin, my pores disappear. I don't know what is in this. It's that mugwort.
It's really minimized the...
Don't keep it over there, girl. It's crazy, but yeah, it's coming through with the stuff that's gonna actually protect the skin barrier.
Wait a second, I'm lost again.
Okay,
So, double cleansing.
double cleansing,
Then the other one,
exfoliating.
exfoliating. And now what is this?
This is for later. This is the repair afterwards. But she's just saying this is what she uses to help after using these things. This comes in later on down the road.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're not in that
We're
step
not
yet.
there yet.
Okay, and what is that?
This one?
AHA, glycolic acid, 7%.
So glycolic acid could be for anybody. Is it a pretty soft
Or
acid?
more whiteheads.
Whiteheads. Okay,
Oh,
gotcha.
Around your, when the skin is dry, for me, so easy to have whiteheads around my cheek area because I have use on dry.
That's me. If I get them right here, like the whiteheads. So I need to be using some glycolic acid, maybe just in that area. And then we have, I also like this, the mandelic acid. I use this to spot treat. Do you recommend that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will recommend it.
Are these toners or what is it?
These are acids.
Just acid.
These are the exfoliators. So these are gonna actually take a layer of skin off of your face, either in a soft
After
way.
cleansing, okay.
Yeah, either in a soft way or a harsh way.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome.
And this one is the strongest one. Let me see that. Glycolic acid, 7%, citric acid, and
Salicylic
AHA.
acid. Oh, girl. So this is the strongest one.
Yeah, strongest one. I like to use it on my T-zone, and on my U-zone, I use mandelic acid or AHA
How often are you using
That, I was
this?
gonna ask that.
once a week.
Once a week. So exfoliate. You really have to ease your way into acids. You can't just like be doing it once or twice a week. It's like you even sometimes have to do it once every 2 weeks. At least for me, I'm finding like I'm having to ease my skin into acids, into exfoliators. You have anything like that over here?
I don't.
Question.
I just have my
Edgar,
toner or like you can do.
How do you exfoliate your face?
Just with the checks and balance. That's what I use in the shower.
Oh, you mean
And
this one,
the
right?
cleanser,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. This is my
So
favorite.
I use the cleanser first, and then I only use the checks and balance 2 times a week because I notice like if I like exfoliate a lot, I break very quickly. Like
Wow.
I spend a whole week full of
Do you
like
know why
face
you're
gets
breaking
irritated.
out?
yeah.
Do you know why you're breaking out?
Why?
Because you don't have a deep hydration.
After.
You
Yeah.
have to give back that
Yeah.
what you lost when you're doing exfoliating.
I was doing it more often, but I felt like 2 times a week was like a good
Perfect.
for me because I noticed that if I did it more, it was just like, for a second I thought, if I do it more, eventually it's gonna stop. And it didn't.
The reality is we're irritating our skin.
It didn't. So I was like, okay, I need to do it less. And then like I found that balance of doing it like only 2 times a week.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have acids. I need acids.
Definitely need acids. I want to say one more thing about acids before we move on, is that it takes 15 to 20 minutes before to let this settle into your skin before you start applying the rest of your skincare. So you apply this, let it settle for 15 to 20 minutes, correct? And then
Yes, it's correct.
Okay, just want to make sure. I did quite a bit of research on this, and this was a big mistake I was making. I was applying this and then applying my skincare directly afterwards, and it just did not mix well.
I do use exfoliating masks sometimes, like the Blood Moss, like this one.
When you're using this one, do you use it?
No, I use it separately.
okay.
Like sometimes I use just the mask, or sometimes I do the checks and balance and my cleanser. This I use every day. The checks and balance just 2 times a week.
Interesting.
Not the interesting. She's like, okay.
I see.
She's like, that's nice.
I like that for you.
Good for you, babe. Okay, so let's move on to our toners and our essence. We're hopping into hydration now. This is where we need
So
to
important part.
Very
So important.
Okay, so we took a quick 5-minute break between the last take and now, and we found out that actually Edgar has all of the acids over here. He thought he wasn't using any, but clearly he is. His skin barrier is gone, girl.
I am on acid.
Girl, she's on acids, girl.
For complex access.
So I was using it.
Good to know. At least you know now. This is good.
know.
It's
Yeah.
like, you know not to use it all the time too, you know? I also forgot to share that I have AHA and BHA pads. So you can also get this in a pad form as well, which I find to be really good. Because typically you have to put it on a pad to apply. So something to consider if you're interested in getting AHAs, BHAs, acids, melanoic, whatever, all that. Let's hop into hydration. So we just went ahead, we double cleansed, we went ahead and did our exfoliation, and now it's time to repair the skin, giving it everything that it needs back. So when it comes to moisturizers, we typically want to go from the more liquid versions of a moisturizer into the more creamy versions of a moisturizer. So you want to go lightweight into heavy. And you typically want to start with a toner. Now, toners are a little bit more watery based. This one has a little bit of a thicker viscosity than normal, but I see here you have some toners that are very, very liquidy, more like water in a way. So talk to us about toners. Like, how do you feel about them?
Have you ever heard about 7 skin method?
What skin method?
7 skin.
7 skin method.
7 skin method?
Yes.
No, I have not.
So in Asia, especially Korean girls, they like to layer the toner 7 times.
What?
Yes, you heard it correct.
Girl, my skincare would be gone.
And
Even
you're
the
like
bottle would,
applying like 7 times.
This is the centellia I use a little.
Yeah, sure.
Edgar's
You go
gonna be
and try the
actually.
texture.
Edgar's actually going to be
Modeling.
for us today. Oh wow. Yeah, this is very like there's a little viscosity to it. It feels a little thicker, but it's very watery at the same
But
time.
when it absorbs your skin, it doesn't leave that oily ending.
It
So
doesn't.
like, let me try this one. So you try this one.
Okay.
I already put this on.
It's okay.
Okay. You try this one and you rub a little bit,
Wow. Oh.
but
Oh, wow.
It's very wet, but the way it dries. Hold on.
This one gets absorbed super quickly too.
right now I'm using it like every day. It's helping me balance my skin in the Miami heat.
This
and
one or the other one?
I would recommend you use this one.
Okay.
Because this one hydrating and calming. This one, when I use it, I do feel it calms my skin very well, but I don't see it hydrates my skin that like that. So I was just between this one and these two
And you apply this with your hands or with pads?
hands. I just
Okay, just pad.
patting on my face and neck.
It has a really nice glow effect after. That's one thing about the toners that you really should consider is when using it, like you said, some of them won't be as moisturizing. You'll put them on and they'll sink right into your skin and it'll still look kind of dry. Some of them though you apply and your skin gets an immediate glow afterwards. So it really depends on like if you're really aiming for that glass skin effect. But is there any here in particular that is like your favorite? Because I just ordered her and I'm so excited she's on the way. First of all,
Can
I'm
I
a
see
sucker
that one?
for packaging, and the packaging is so beautiful.
yeah.
Just very clean, simple, to the point. But what's your fave when it comes to a toner? What do you look for?
More favorite one will be, number one will be this one.
Okay.
Purita. I'm using it for like last 3 years.
Okay.
This one always in my skincare shelf. Like
Wow.
always, 2 or 3 bottles.
Okay.
And these small tools, I like to use them when I'm traveling.
Okay.
It doesn't make my skin irritated. It doesn't make me breaks out. So calming, hydrating, besties.
Right.
This one has a tiger grass. This one has a mugwort. Both of them
Together.
calming.
Very
You
calming.
mix them and then you apply.
She layers. No, she layers.
If you want, you can.
She layers. She layers. I can't believe they layer
Yeah.
7 times.
You try it and
I'm
you
gonna
let me
try
know.
it. I'm gonna try it.
But you layer with the same one or with different
Same
ones?
one. Same
So
one.
you put one layer and then you
Two
let it dry
layer,
and then you put another one and
yes.
another one. Okay.
And these two, I like to use them under my makeup
Okay.
because it absorbs so fast. It gives me a little glowing, I think. That's why I like to use them.
I know, I keep
Yes.
seeing my
There's no-
reflection in it.
There's no pores. Like she has no pores.
And this one, the Origins, the Mega Mushroom one, this one, currently I start using it and it's super, it's kind of spray. Can I spray on your
Spray.
face? I like the smell.
Oh,
And
layer.
it
Smells
doesn't,
very good.
Smells good.
Smells very good.
it doesn't give that glowing feeling, but I do feel this one really, really, really hydrates my skin.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I think since I start using that one, I do feel my hormonal acne are like,
Dissipating.
yeah.
Okay.
Listen, Origins, hit me up, girl. I'm here to support you in any way
A
possible.
little brand
I
placement.
love mushrooms.
Is it mushroom based?
mushroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's reishi and, sorry, snow
Oh
mushroom.
yeah, you like to drink a mushroom
I
coffee.
love mushroom coffee. I love mushrooms. I love it all.
You are on acids and mushrooms.
I'm on acids and mushrooms all the time.
And also in Miami, the AC really dehydrates my skin. I don't like it.
Yes.
That's
So,
terrible here. Then you go out and it's so humid,
Humid.
and like
It's
the heat,
sweaty.
and then you go into the AC, which is so dry and cold.
Yeah.
We're
But
always
anyway,
in
we
this-
all love Miami.
But it's
We
just
don't
like
know
that drastic change so frequently is tough. It's tough on your skin for
It
sure.
is. And this one also I like to use it my makeup setting spray. And when I'm driving, when I'm inside the AC all day, I just spray,
Spray.
spray,
Just to
spray,
keep
spray.
hydrated.
It's so good to have
This one.
a toner that you can spray because it does come in handy later. You can have all of your skincare on and you can still spray some toner over your face, right? Yeah, something to consider.
And this one is handmade Mongolian brand.
Oh,
I bring it from Mongolia, and I can order from USA, but it's a little bit pricey. So I'm just trying to save it.
let me see. I won't spray her, but
You will smell. You smell.
Oh, here, give me a little.
The smell. Like the
Wow,
ingredient.
it's very clean. It smells very clean.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like the mushroom one. Is
Yeah,
it
me
mushroom
too.
or no mushroom?
It's mushroom.
It's mushroom.
It's literally called mega mushroom.
All right.
Reishi and snow mushroom.
They have a toner one.
Yeah.
I will highly recommend the Origins toner for you.
That's another thing that gets me, like the smell of certain products.
Let's talk about
It's like,
it.
I don't care if they work or not. They
Well-
smell good.
For me personally,
Then you just like the
And I
smell. It's a me time. Let me smell my
let me
cosmetics.
tell you, I am so against fragrances in my skincare. I feel like they don't belong there. I want it to smell clean at best, but I don't want to smell like I'm
Sure.
wearing a perfume or a fragrance.
But for example, there's some that are like non-scented that still smell creamy, and I
Oh,
just
that
cannot.
smells creamy.
I don't
Hold
like.
on.
I
Hold
don't
on.
like when everything smells like milky.
Oh, okay.
I just cannot handle it.
Yeah, some scents I prefer none. I don't want any like scents in my skincare. Unless it smells very earthy or very like natural.
I
Like,
the
this smell is very good.
I
It smells
like
beautiful.
this smell.
Yeah, this one smells
They
good.
have a serum and lotion. Oh my god, I can smell all day long.
Origins, hit your girl up. I'm here to support you. Okay. So we just discussed toners. Up next is essence. People are not too familiar with what essence is. Break it down for the girls who don't know what essence is.
So Essence gonna give you more hydration, and I think the secret of the Korean glass, the glowing dewy skin's secret is
It's in the essence.
essence.
I agree.
I think we should give it a try for Edgar, and
Yes.
Make me glow.
then you
Okay, and
try
how do you apply
some-
this? Like
just
this?
patting
And
around.
pat it.
Yes. Yes, Beesh. Get
That's
hydrated,
my
girl.
thing.
His skin said, take a sip, honey. Take a sip. Don't rub now. I also find it's like, when you pat it
When
in,
you
it's like
press like
pressing it in almost into the skin.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Am I glowing already?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Do you feel the texture is
very nice.
little bit
Yeah.
oily, but
it's a
it's
little,
not
But it's not. It doesn't feel like.
Greasy.
Yeah.
greasy, but
Yeah.
still it's slippery and light.
Can you massage your face with this?
Oh yeah, you
Or
can.
that goes after.
Yes.
If you want, you can. But when you're massaging your face, You had to make sure your skin is slippery enough.
This is also an essence, snail mucin.
Okay.
I just want, you don't have to put it on, but I just wanted to show, you can even show the
Girl.
texture. You can rub it into your skin. It's very, like, if y'all can see it, I'll do a little demo later on so y'all can see it close up, but it's very like snail. It looks like snail slug. Ooh, nasty. But I find that you find it like thick and then it goes on into your skin and it gives me the most beautiful glow afterwards.
Am I layering?
You can girl,
You
layer,
can layer
honey.
oils too, essence or not?
I don't
You,
think so.
you can.
You can?
I love how she's like,
She's like, sure. She's like, let me know next week how your skin's doing. Yeah, I love the glow.
yeah, this
that
one
I
is good.
get
I
from
kind of like
this.
the other one better though. Because
one is- yeah.
this one for me is too gooey.
Too thick.
Yeah.
I find this is great. So I just wanted to show the difference in between the different textures or the densities that you have in, I should say not density, viscosity that you can have in your toners. You can have something very like light and liquidy.
The essence.
In the essence, thank you for that. In the essence, and you can have something that's still got a little bit of a liquidy feel to it, but you can see here, it is a lot thicker. The way it applies though, it does apply very soft to the skin.
It absorbs a lot.
It absorbs.
Yeah.
And the glow is crazy. Like, I just love what it does to the skin.
It's called deep hydration.
Deep
Yeah.
hydration. Ooh, the way she picked it up. Deep hydration. So this comes after your toners. It kind of like complements the moisture aspect of your skin. The toner, I feel, prepares the skin for the hydration in a way. And this is where the true hydration comes from. Would you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Can I ask you something? When you're in cold weather, like maybe something more gooey would be better,
Yes.
right? Because it's thicker and it kind of protects your skin, and maybe like a more humid
Yes
weather
and
like
no.
here.
In cold weather, I would recommend more sheet mask.
Why?
It's gonna give you deep, real hydration.
Protection. Yeah.
And it depends on which one you're using because there's different types of sheet masks, which we're going to hop into later. That's like coming up later. But I want to hop into the next thing. So we've done toners, we've done our essence. Now it's time to hop into treating the skin for your skin concerns. Say you have acne, dark spots, you have dry skin, whatever the case may be, this is the time to apply your vitamins, like vitamin C. What else would you recommend? Your serums. Your skin is prepared and ready for these things.
Yep.
Yeah. So go ahead and talk to us a little bit about that. Because would your ampules go in this part of the
Process.
treating, or is this more moisture as well?
I think I will say moisturizing, but I don't use the ampoule because I'm very easy to break out.
Really?
If I use serum and ampoule together, it's like next day,
Breakout.
new friend.
Wow. See, for me,
Okay.
I love ampoules. It's one thing. Or this one is almost done. It's one thing that I find I get true moisture. I mean, obviously the essence is very moisturizing, but this right here, I just want you don't have to put it into your skin. I'm gonna have her give you something, but just take a little.
Let me try the texture.
It's definitely a little bit heavier than your essence.
Yeah.
You know? And when this applies into the skin, when I say glow, like I thought I was glowing with the toner. And then I thought I was glowing with the essence. After this, girl, I'm a glass. Okay? I'm slip and slide records, okay?
Let's see. Let me see your serums.
Drag
Serum?
him. Drag him.
Serums?
So I don't have any serums actually. I typically, this is where she's gonna drag me for filth. I only use my ampule and then I'll move into my moisturizer. I don't have vitamin C. I ordered the one that you recommended, the one with the lower amounts, the lower percentage of vitamin C because I have the higher
The
percentage.
Purita one, right?
Yes. She recommends everything, and I'm like, yes, I'll buy it. I got it. Okay. So I only use ampules, and then I'll move into my moisturizer. But what do you recommend for those of us who want to treat certain aspects of our skin? Say for someone with like acne.
Okay. I think I have to show the people how I use it. I use niacinamide every single night.
What is niacinamide for?
It helps me to control my extra sebums. So I use this one on my T-zone every night. This one I use it, and also I use niacinamide 20%. This one is 10%.
Okay.
I use that 20% around my period because I notice around my period I feel like my skin is getting more oily and oily, asking me more hydration, and I feel more dry here and oily here. So I feel they help me a lot.
So this kind of like balances out the
Balancing.
oil. So niacinamide is great for if you have oily,
Oily
skin. And you're trying to balance it
yes.
out.
And
Good to know.
I have, remember, I used to use lemon, garlic,
Yeah.
baking soda.
Not the garlic, and she was cooking pasta, okay?
So I use
Ragu.
I use the vitamin C on my U-zone because I feel like my sun damage is coming out. So I use these two vitamin C on my cheek area. This one, I like it, but I found a better one. It absorbs like so fast.
This is Origin?
Yes, you smell it. I love the smell.
And did you put just on your use?
Plus, I have a sensitive skin. I have
So
sensitive skin, so
Origins, girl.
I feel this one made my skin like more sensitive one. And when I use Origins, that one, I didn't feel
At
my
least
skin
you
is getting
also
all
tap.
dry. Yeah, tapping around.
Wow, it smells so good.
I know, smells so
See,
good.
this is something that I could deal with. This smell here smells like orange. It smells
Yeah.
like vitamin C. It smells
Wanna
like
drink it.
what I would exactly. Honey, take a sip.
And these two, more calming my skin redness. So I like to use it when I did my exfoliating. Or
So
when I
right
go,
after you exfoliate.
So you apply these after exfoliation, or do you apply them after you've done your toner, your essence, possible? Okay,
Yes.
so it comes in at the right place.
Okay.
This comes in not immediately after you do your exfoliation. This has a place in the serum section of the products, of the regimen. I find that it's good to get products that are dedicated to repairing the skin barrier on it. Like that's its main focus. And I don't have a product yet, it's on the way, but I don't have a product that I can use for the repairing aspect.
Is this a repairing one? This is the one I use. And I like it. It's a little dry. Drag me again.
hyaluronic acid. Ooh.
It's
I will
good.
recommend you use it in the morning.
Yeah, I only use it in the morning. The only one I use at night is, well, this one a little bit. But this I use in the morning every day. And it's also very gooey.
It's gooey.
Now I cannot even open my bottle.
So what would you recommend for him now? What would you give him now that he can apply as a repair or as a serum? What would you give him now? Oh yeah, this is.
Give it a try with this. Oh my gosh, super fragrance.
Right?
Super what? Yeah.
I can smell like just a lot of
It
fragrance.
smells like perfume.
So this is for repair.
This is
Yes, repair. Tea tree one, it's not gonna repair like these crazy ones, but I will tell this one will calm your skin, and it doesn't make my skin super greasy. I
So
have
it's when you have irritated skin or redness.
but you can use it every day if you like it.
Very
Edgar.
perfumey.
It smells a lot.
Awesome, girl. Smells like a grandma.
it. I love the smell.
Oh my god! Yeah, but it smells fake.
Yeah, I love it.
You like you like fake smells.
I love fake bitch. I just love it. Give me that fake shit.
Oh no!
Yeah, not a fan.
Please,
Okay.
Not a fan.
please. Yep.
Awesome. So we just went through the treating aspect. Let's do a recap really quickly. Double cleansed. We came through, we exfoliated. This is once a week or maybe twice a week, depending on what level of an exfoliant you're using. After that, we're coming through with our moisture. We're gonna start with our toners, move into our essence, and then we'll hop into our ampules, even though we didn't touch on it too much, but ampules is another layer of moisture you can add at the end. It goes from lightest to mid-light to the heaviest aspect of that. Then we go into repairing. So this is your vitamins. These are your serums. These are the things that are gonna repair and take care of certain problems with your skin. Yeah?
Like the vitamin C.
Oh, she's smelling it.
I just
Honey,
don't like
it is a smell.
Stop it.
I just don't like the smell.
After that, after you use your repairing stuff, then you're gonna move into your actual creams. We went from the lightest, now we're moving into the heaviest. So your creams. Sis, talk to us about what you use, because I have a snail. This is also a snail as well.
Another snail.
And when I tell you, it is very goopy gooey, but when it goes on my skin, it goes on very like slippery wet, and it dries into my skin so beautifully. I've never experienced anything like it. I have it on now. Can you see like a glow?
Yeah.
Do you want to try some of this?
I want to see it. Is it actual snail?
It's actual snail. So I had to look into this because I was like, is it animal cruelty? Like, what are they doing? They actually don't use any animal cruelty during this. They have metal fences, essentially, like little nets that they splay out, and the snails just crawl across, excreting their snail mucus, and they just take it from there. So no snails were hurt in the process of making these products.
I'm gonna pass on this one.
That's
I don't want snails on my face. I put the hard stuff on the snail.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the cream? What do you use?
Can I see your cream?
Oh, my cream is very cheap, but I like it. I use this one.
You like the
So
smell?
how she's
Little
double
bit.
checking.
It has a little bit.
Yeah,
it's not
gotta
as
smell.
strong as
It's
the
not
other.
as strong.
But I like that it's not like it absorbs very quickly.
Can I feel the texture?
Yeah. I use that one during the day, and I use this one at night, which is a bird please. This one doesn't have smell.
Okay, I like that.
I like this one.
Yeah.
Not the other one.
I was using this one, but it's too strong, and I feel like every time I use it, I break it.
I think this one will be super greasy.
Yeah,
for
it's
you.
just too greasy, and I got it, and then I
yeah.
realized it was just too greasy, and I just stopped using it.
If someone who lives in New York, Moscow, in Russia,
Yeah, where it's cold.
Yeah,
not in the Miami weather, I
Right.
think.
yeah, I
It's like
stopped
the
using
thicker-
it because of that.
The thicker the product, it's more so for like colder, drier weather, is what you're saying. Got it. So yeah, when we live in Miami, the moisture's
Fake.
already there.
No, because fake fragrance make your skin super sensitive. That's why my all skincare products no fragrance.
No fragrance. Okay.
Or at least if it's gonna give a fragrance, it has to be the natural smell of the ingredients coming out of the bottle.
Like the orange.
Yes.
Okay.
Two of them,
Not necessary.
yeah.
Both
Which
of them
one?
can go.
Show me.
So what would you recommend for him?
I want to recommend her this one.
Okay.
This one is amazing. I think I'm using it for like 3 years.
Wow.
2 years, just using it for a while. It's always finished, I buy new one, I always finish, I buy new one. It doesn't break out my skin, it doesn't clog my pores, super light, super gentle, and
Oh, I can already see. It's
So
got like
light.
Is this water-based cleanser?
Yes.
Something to consider when you're looking for cleansers out there. Water-based
Based cream.
cream. Sorry, not cleanser. I saw cleanser on there, and I'm like, or clean is what I saw. Sorry about that. Water-based creams. Like, I have noticed with my journey into Korean skincare, I've ordered a few products that are on the heavier side of the creams, and then the water-based side of the creams. And the water-based side of the creams always, I feel, feels cooling. It doesn't feel too heavy, and with the moisture that Miami already gives us, it doesn't feel like my skin is clogging or that it's like this thick cream on my skin. So I think it's important for us being in this climate to have a water-based cream.
definitely.
Yeah. Because these already look heavy, girl.
They are heavy.
Honey, she's a heavy.
Then you're saying like,
Heavy
I'm very
face,
easy to
girl.
break out. You were doing the one, the reason making you break out.
Totally. So moving into, okay, so that's the cream aspect. You recommend a heavier cream at night?
I will recommend if you have very dry skin, why not? You can go for heavy cream. For example, if you see you feel the texture of this one, right? And you feel this one.
I can immediately see
This
the
one is
difference.
like super
this one
heavy.
is heavier.
Wow.
This one is like the one I'm using.
Yes.
Well, I think mine is even heavier.
And this is the Dermide Balancing Barrier Balm from Purito.
But it feels very
Purito
nice.
is my favorite brand.
No
They
fragrance.
never
No
disappoint
fragrance.
me.
They
Always
will.
wear from my every single pennies. So
Wanna
I
add
like
a little bit of my fragrance. And you're gonna be like, no fragrance.
Tom Ford.
Yeah.
I like use this one and this one, these three on my cheek area. Because my cheek is super dry.
Double repair.
So this one you use for your dry area, and the other one for your
Same dry.
Okay.
These-
These
these
are all
three?
for dry.
These two for my T-zone.
All right, so last thing for moisturizers is oils. The creams I feel are great to lock everything in, but if you want to go an extra step, you can use an oil base. Not even an oil base, you can just use an oil for your skin. Now, there are different kinds of oil moisturizers that you can use. This one,
My favorite.
the face oil, Skin Barrier Face Oil. I ordered this, I'm so excited to use it, but I'm
Nice.
also a little nervous about using an oil at the end, like it might be too heavy. Do you recommend using it at night?
I will recommend use it when you're doing only gua sha. If you live in Miami.
If you live in Miami, gua sha. So this is where you come through. I'll do a whole video on this another time, but the oil allows the gua sha tool to move over the skin without stretching the skin out. So something to consider if you do use gua sha at home, or if you do gua sha at home, this is something for you. Is it greasy?
No, it's very
It's got
shiny.
like a
It
nice,
looks very
just
nice.
get a little dab.
I think this is the only one oil doesn't break out my skin.
It's very light.
Yeah.
It's almost like a water.
Yeah, it's very watery.
I tried so many oils and I end up being in a relationship with this
And
one.
when you do washa, can you explain a little bit? If someone has never done washa, what would we do?
I will, because currently, like when you are just scrolling your Instagram or Facebook, there are so many apps and lymphatic massage, lifting massage, gua sha massage, face yoga, and I see like how they are doing that. Like they always start wrong, but under our skin, it's also a muscle. So when you work out, there is warming up, and then peak pose, and then calming down, right? Same with the
Wow, girl, she knows the yoga.
Yes.
The yoga.
Yes.
You got a peak pose for your face.
Yes. So like first we had to make sure our skin depuffed. Then after for a while you can do the face yoga and lifting massage. But the reason why we are doing the gua sha massage, that lymphatic drain massage, to see the good results, right? So if you want to see that real results, we have to do it correct because it's important part.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. We're gonna have to hop into that in another video for sure. I feel like there's something there with the gua sha, the facial yoga, the facial massaging that is just so important to all of this, and it kind of complements your daily skincare routine. So I would love to do a video on that soon for sure. I'll have to bring you in.
Would you do that daily?
I will say yes, daily. If I have a time in the morning, I wash my face, I put some essence or toner, and I apply my oil. Then I massage, I do my gua sha, I do my face yoga, and I like put some like hot towel around it. I clean it, then I do my skincare.
Ah.
That really
you do
helps.
it before
That
all-
really
all
helps.
things.
Wow.
That
So you
really
prep the skin
helps.
in a way, add the oil, and then you do your gua sha. Come through with a warm, wet towel, get the extra off, and then apply the rest of your skincare. Girl, the things I'm learning today. Let me tell you. Let's move on to eye creams. You a big fan of eye creams?
Oh yeah.
Okay, and this usually goes on after your moisturizer, correct? Yeah. So talk to us a little bit about eye creams. Do you have anything over there?
Oh my God, why do you come to me?
We gotta make sure.
She's
We gotta make
gonna drag
sure.
me even more for this one. I have this one, it's almost empty, but this is the one I use.
Okay, it doesn't smell.
It doesn't smell. That's a
Cooling eye gel,
It's a cooling eye gel.
hyaluronic acid and cucumber. Interesting. I
I'm
first
also an
time
acid.
used it.
I love when she says interesting. She's like, that's nice.
I
She's like,
see.
interesting choice. She's like, that was a choice.
For Edgar, I want like he tried this
Yes.
one.
Yes.
This one is Origins.
take a
Has ginseng
Origins
inside.
has been the girl. Okay, oh that's too much. And how do you apply?
Like apply, tapping around your.
Tapping around the eyes.
And there you go.
Do you also do upper lip?
I like to come through using the soft tips of your ring finger. And you can also come up on the eyebrow.
Try some.
Just a little more on the eyebrow. Just, oh, this has a nice like glow to
I
it.
know. I like to use it under my makeup. It really gives that glow on my
Wow,
eyes.
I'm realizing now, but it's
And
almost like a rose gold.
In deep of my eyes. I can see the difference. When I use another cream, I can tell it's really deep of my eye.
For
I
the
like
girls
the
out
texture too, it's very light.
there, yes, for the girls out there, you tap out and slide in, correct? Girl, I gotta double check with Anna with everything,
Do
okay?
it again?
You tap, you
But here's
tap
you're
out.
making mistakes. So you look to Edgar. So you do that. Do you see how his foreheads are having
Oh my
wrinkles?
God.
Relax it.
Oh my god.
You're right. Oh my God, I didn't. That's my problem area too.
You
I need to
ruin
get
your
Botox.
whole.
No, Botox, hello.
So you have
Do you
to
feel like the
relax
gouache-
the eyebrows.
Gua sha will help you.
Gua sha will help. I've
Yeah.
started doing it up there. I just feel like it will never get rid of those lines.
But what were you saying? You tap out.
You
and
tap,
then-
tap out and then slide in. I gotta relax my forehead. Now. Tap out, slide in, and then you can come here with your.
It's like the bend and snap of your
the bend and
eyes.
snap, exactly. And then you come here and you can just like lift up on the brow a little bit using the finger just to give yourself a little bit of a lift. You know, she loves to get lifted. Ooh, I'm gonna just poke my eye. Is it glowing?
It is.
Are we glowing?
We all
know how I
glow.
Love it. So this is important.
Do you like
Okay,
it?
so
I
origins,
do.
origins is big girl.
Origins is that girl.
I'm gonna have to go Anne Hathaway and tell her that her.
You gotta break up with her, girl.
Okay.
You gotta break up with her.
That's right. So this one I like to use it in the morning because it absorbs my skin so fast and deep of my eyes, and it gives me like ready glow to my makeup.
Do you use a different one at night?
I use different one at the night because this one gives me deep hydration.
Ginseng eye cream.
I think I love ginseng.
Ay, Dios mío.
Ay, Dios mío. Oh, it smells
like-
wow, that smells so good. It smells like tea.
I think for him it doesn't smell.
No, it smells good. But this one is thicker.
Yes,
Way thicker.
that's why I like to use it at the night time. Because
I
I
love the
feel
smell
like
of
when I'm smiling, I have like fine lines around my eyes. So I think I have to take care of.
Yeah.
Start
A little
from
extra
now.
love. at night.
Yes.
Love that. Any questions on the eye creams?
What do you
before?
use at night?
So I started using the advanced snail peptide eye cream.
The
at night.
snail.
The snail. And I just do 1 to 2 little pumps. I literally use just that much. And it's a little bit of that goopy feel, but it goes on really nicely. I get a nice glow under the skin. It feels
She's a gooey
hydrated.
girl.
I'm a gooey kind of girl.
She's a gooey girl.
I will say really quickly before we move on that like, if you look at my skincare line, I ordered a lot of products from the same line. And after discussing this with you, it makes sense to get like the heavy hitters from different lines. And this is really important when it comes to Korean skincare because you can really pick a lot of the best players from different teams and create your own team. It doesn't have to be all from one line. I made that mistake. And the reality of it is, and this is, let me see if I explain this the way you explained it to me, is that a lot of these products have the same stuff in them. So you're not really getting a lot of diversity when it comes to the different formulas that could be applied to your skin. So if you're picking from the same line, you're pretty much getting the same thing in the same bottles, just in different kinds of ways. And they're targeting different things, but it's all the same at the end of the day. So it's really important that when you are picking your Korean skincare line, that you're getting your products to attack each thing, that you're picking the best players from each brand. And you can do that on a lot of the Korean like skincare websites. They'll have like most popular, best sellers, and you kind of want to go through that way and pick your faves, seeing what works best. So thank you for that tip. That really helped. Moving forward, let's hop into masks. I'm not a big mask user, but I started getting into masks just recently because of my retinols and my acids. I found that the cooling, calming effects of masks are so good for...
Girl.
That's me.
I think it's face.
When I tell you that was me when I was using retinols without any protection, without any moisturizer, without anything, like that was me. So let's talk about masks, the different kinds of masks, when to use certain kinds of masks, and what kind of ingredients do you typically look for when you're looking for a mask? So let's start with the different kinds of masks. We have moisturizing, calming, cooling, cleansing,
Brightening.
Lifting.
purifying,
V-line.
V-line. Girl, we got all the masks, honey. She has all the masks.
She has all the masks.
Yes. And I tried like hundreds, maybe thousands of sheet masks.
Yeah.
And I always end up with that brand, MediHeal.
Ah, you gave me some of these, and they are so good.
Where do you find them?
MediHeal.
Amazon?
Girl, never ever order your skincare from Amazon. Girl,
She said, girl.
girl,
She made a pop.
girl.
She made a point.
She was like,
She said, girl, reconsider your options.
Girl, because I never trust Amazon.
Yeah.
But long time ago, I used to order from Amazon, but there is a copy, big copy, fake, or someone just used it. They could sell it from Amazon.
Yeah.
So I'm always so.
all right.
Skeptical.
Yep.
Yeah.
This one, cold weather, hot weather, you're flying, you're in an airplane. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
You're in an airplane, whatever. It never breaks me out. So
Wow.
I
did use
like
the
it,
calming
and I like
one.
the smell. I like the texture. I like the cotton pads. Just everything is
Good.
perfecto.
Yeah, it's luxury, girls.
I like it.
Don't order from Amazon.
I like this one, but I don't like use things so smelly.
It's
Smells very strong, honey.
Oh, honey mask.
I
This is
love
an
the
ampule.
honey smell.
This is the ampule. Oh, and it's so funny because that looks like a honey jar, girl.
They have the carrot one, eggplant. I like them, but I always go back to this one.
these.
And currently, I tried the new gel masks.
From
I
Habib.
love it. I love it. But it was a little bit pricey. I think one mask was like $9 or $10. But it's worth it.
Okay, let me ask you this, because I see a lot of masks out there at like some skincare spots. You see them sometimes in the most random places. They're just Korean masks here and there. How much should one be spending on a mask? Because I see some for $1, and then I question if it's $1, it probably isn't gonna be good for me. But are there actually good masks that are for $1?
But I will see ingredients first.
Okay.
And I will check it. Do they have like that harsh ingredients? Or do they have fragrance essential oils in it? Then I like to make
Go
my
from there.
decision.
I have a mask that I want to show you because this was given to me by a friend. She's my mask dealer.
Anne Hathaway.
No, she's not Anna Hathaway. But she works at a spa, and this is insanely expensive. So I didn't buy it. She gave it to me.
Okay.
But when I put this on, I feel like I went to a doctor in Beverly Hills and had a lifting. So I use it before events.
What
So
are your
you
thoughts?
keep it like you use
Let's
it
go.
before events. I see.
I really don't use it every day. Not every week. Then I have like my cheap ones that I use. But that one is very good. Even if you drag me, I'm gonna keep using it. Look at her.
Dun,
Do a
dun.
close up to that face.
Because
Really
this one has a fragrance in it.
Okay.
Oh.
And
I don't even remember how it
okay,
smells.
can you help me read these ingredients?
It's phenoxyethanol. Phenoxyethanol.
Yeah, this one is like risky ingredients. So
It's risky. Why?
like if I talk about this topic, it will be like whole another.
Okay.
So when I choose my skincare products, I like to check the ingredients. Some ingredients can influence your hormones. It affects your hormones. And people are complaining like I have hormone acne, I have acne around my chest, around my back, I have around my neck, it's adult acne, and I see their skincare routine, I see their skincare products, it's, of course.
Yeah.
So no.
No.
But expensive doesn't
Still
mean it's
wanna use it.
good. There is a huge marketing
I
behind
just saw the
this
price
thing.
and I was like, okay, I'm never buying it. But it's I like how it leaves my skin.
Yeah.
It's like a lifting.
Good
You want to
luck.
look
I'm like, good luck,
snatched?
bro.
You want to look snatched?
I have a- did you use it last night?
No.
Okay, then it was
This
just.
is just my face.
Okay.
I look even more snatched.
I know that's right.
Okay.
No, it's okay. Keep it for a rainy day.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's actually a really great point, is that something can be very expensive, but it doesn't mean that it's actually good for you. And there's a whole marketing ploy behind some of this stuff to get this price out there, to get these things out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
So it's a very
Yeah.
good point. What I love about Korean skincare is the fact that you can have like drugstore pricing, but for actually
Good.
great products. Yeah. Of course, you're gonna spend a little bit. I rate anywhere from like 100 to 120 depending on what I'm ordering to get my whole line together. But once I have it, it works really well. Each thing works really well with the next. So you can really get good products for an affordable price. You don't have to break the bank to get nice, beautiful skin. Let's talk a little bit about SPF.
Oh, my favorite topic.
Oh my gosh, y'all. I don't think I started using SPF till last October. I have been raw dogging
Silence in
the
the
sun with my skin. Raw dogging the sun, no condoms. Like, it has just been no protection for my skin. And when I tell you, I noticed immediately a difference in my skin when I started using SPF. My pores became smaller, my skin was less irritated. I used to come back from tanning out in the sun and be like, what the fuck is going on with my skin? But thinking like, oh, this is just normal, let me go ahead and attack it with my 2 products that I was using. A cleanser and a moisturizer. Not knowing that like you're really damaging your skin when it comes to the sun, and how much damage happens to your skin from just little exposure. So talk to us a little bit about SPF.
Yeah. Same. Same. I didn't use SPF like until I'm 20, 22,
Okay.
21. Yeah. I was lazy,
So
but
last
I was
year.
applying so many things, but I was skipping the most important part.
Yeah.
I didn't use SPF.
Yeah.
it was my biggest mistake.
Yeah.
Biggest mistake.
Same. Ugh.
So right now I'm using these SPFs. For example, this one, the clearest one, I like to use it under my makeup. And if you feel the texture, like OMG, it's so light. It's for any type of skin, any type of skin.
Wow. This is super light. And that's what I look for. Oh, that's what I look for when I'm looking for an SPF now, because now I'm an SPF junkie. Like, I need to find all the kinds.
Holy grail.
Yeah, it's like if I'm gonna buy skincare, if I'm gonna do anything that day, it's gonna be like a
One
cleanser,
SPF.
a toner, and SPF. I'm gonna do some this, that, and SPF. Like, it just has to be in there, and depending on how hot it is outside, depending on what I'm doing that day, that's gonna dictate what kind of SPF I'm using.
This one, I like it. It gives me like amazing glow.
This is my
amazing
favorite.
glow, but not from a T-zone.
Not in your
For your
T-zone. This is my favorite SPF.
Now you
It's-
feel the texture. It feels like
It's a little creamier, but
way creamier.
the glow.
Compared to the
glow?
glow is for real.
The glow is for real, but not just that. The pores. My pores disappear when I use this. It's got the most beautiful glow to it.
My glowing.
Yes, you are. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Is it done?
Yeah, this is one of those products that if you're not using a moisturizer, say you want to skip your moisturizer that day, you can go straight for an SPF moisturizer.
And these two, I like to use it on my T-zone. If I have to stay outside for hours, I'm definitely gonna go for these two SPF.
Yeah.
Because this one ends like mattifying, and I don't feel like oil around my T-zone when I use them. Like, that's why, like. But this one, I like it, but the ingredients, that one has like avobenzone. And can you help me with this one?
That one is octocrylene. Octocrylene.
These two are chemical filters, which is, I'm trying to avoid it, so.
I see. So avoid the chemical filters in a way. Yes.
Yeah, that's tough because you honestly don't know most of these
Things.
ingredients.
It's okay, you
know?
have
So
me
it's like,
now. It's
Now I
okay.
have you.
We're
But
gonna run things, we got a group chat.
if I'm just in a supermarket trying to find good products, it's like,
Can I try it?
it's tough.
Yes, this one's a little bit of a heavier cream, but it goes on really.
Is it Wish Trend?
This is Wish Trend, yeah. One of my favorite. If I know I'm gonna be in the sun, this is one that I'm gonna use. I have another one at home
be
that's a little bit
protected.
lighter, but I'm going to be protected. Yeah, I don't feel like I need to use a moisturizer if I'm going to use this during that day. Like, it's moisturizing, but it's also very protecting. Here's one thing I want to point out too is with SPFs, you need to reapply every 2 hours.
This one is mineral SPF, and it gives me a little tone, and it's the ingredients even safe for a pregnant woman.
I love that when they are light.
This
I
is
just
so
really
light. My only issue with this is as a melanated
turns white.
person, I turn white.
I know.
Yeah.
It leaves
You
a white
have glass
cast.
skin. You have like that porcelain white skin. For me, I would look like I'm doing white face. Okay? I don't want to cultural appropriate the white people, girl, so I would have to avoid this one. But I do love. Actually, you know what? It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that
And
bad.
I think also once it melts into the skin a little bit more, it'll settle in.
It
You
absorbs
would
so
just have to
fast.
apply a little less, I
Yeah.
think, so you don't end up with that layer.
Yes, you can use it as a highlight to contour the nose a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I like it, because it's a mineral SPF.
Yeah.
It leaves white cast, but it's not too much like other brands.
Yeah. This is so.
It's so hard to find.
It's hard to find that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Something to consider. So make sure you are definitely applying SPF. There's no point in buying a whole line of stuff if you're not going to be using an SPF at the end of the day. It just takes away from everything you're trying to do.
Is it 50? Does the number also is important?
So
It is, right?
I think one SPF means it's gonna protect you like 5 minutes. So 5 minutes multiple 50 means it's gonna protect you
For more time.
250 minutes. So every 4 hours you have to reapply your
Okay.
SPF. Maybe we can do another video about why do we have to reapply the SPF.
Yeah, we can do another video for that. I would love to dive into SPF specifically because it is like, it's the crown that is on top of the head when it comes to skincare. Like there's no point in doing any of this if you're going to let your skin become sun damaged, you know?
I have this one.
And it's very true.
And it's very light. It also has a little tint.
Oh, a little tint.
A little tint.
This is for the black girls.
But
I like it.
Just a little bit.
You know what? That's actually, I want to hop into that as well. So people with melanin, with deeper, the black and brown, everything in between, there's been this like idea that we don't have to use SPF because our melanin will, you know, block us from the sun. And in some ways, yes, that's true. But in other ways, there are still very dangerous UV rays that will damage your skin. So if we already have beautiful skin with the melanin and it's already protected with the melanin, why not give it a little extra love and a little support by applying SPF? There is a product called Black Girl Sunscreen that I find to be really good. It's very hydrating, it has avocado in it, and it's built specifically for the melanated girls. I highly recommend it. Just something to throw out there because I feel like there's this misconception about people of color using SPF and how we don't really need to. And it's like, yeah, we actually do. It's so important.
You can still get skin cancer.
You can still get skin cancer.
The pollution and everything is still there.
Yeah, it's just better. That's actually really nice. I like that one.
Right?
Yeah, that's
The first
first one, girl. We got a winner.
I like it too.
I do. I like it
It's
as well.
super light.
It's very light and it feels good.
And it's not, I think it's the tinted one it looks more natural.
Natural.
Right? It's not
doesn't
like
like
a super
fake,
tinted.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's gonna go for any type of skin.
Absolutely.
That one.
We got one.
But I'm still gonna tell you, please change your SPF.
Yes,
Please
we're
give it a
gonna
try.
have Options. Last but not least, everybody, we have lip care. Listen, we cannot be out here talking to people with crusty lips, okay? You can't be bumping your gums out here in these Miami streets with crusty lips. So what I find really important is that we end all of this with some lip care, some love. A lot of us, typically, we have either dry skin around the lips. Sometimes you just need a little extra love and attention when it comes to these puckers. So I like using a lip mask. It's actually called Lip Sleep by CosRx. How do you feel about lip masks? How do you feel about anything going to bed on your that you apply on your lips before you go to sleep?
I tried so many lip balm, sleeping mask, lip slip, lip gloss, lip balm. I ended up only one brand. But I didn't bring it here.
Okay.
I will send you the picture. You
Yeah.
can show up in the one corner of the
It's
video.
gonna go right here.
Okay, right here.
What's the name?
The Aquabar, I don't know how to pronounce it,
Okay.
but the brand name is Aquabar. It's really cheap. You can find it from Walgreens or CVS.
Okay.
This is the only one work with
Your lips.
the dryness. My
Yeah.
skin is so dry, like crazy dry, and when I don't put my lipstick, and especially the matte lipsticks, it looks like a crack.
I love that you say my skin is so dry while she glows.
Glows.
With the light.
She's like, it's just so dry. I'm like,
Sure,
girl, oh
yeah.
my God. Sure you are.
My skin is so dry.
But I understand, like,
With
you can
the lips,
have really
yeah.
dry lips. I've found that when I start doing this at night before I go to bed, I'll sleep with like a light layer on. The next day, I don't use as much chapstick. There was like a point in time in my life where I couldn't leave the house without chapstick because I was like, my lips, my lips. It's like the one thing I always have with me. My girls who have been following me from the podcast and my vlog, you know that the one thing I keep in my bag is chapstick. So this has really helped out in regards to how much I apply my chapstick throughout the day because I feel like I wake up and this has been hydrating my hips, my lips, my hips. My hips.
That tiny bottle?
Let me tell you, my hips don't lie. My lips, it keeps them very hydrated throughout the day because I sleep with it overnight. So something to consider if you have dry lips, definitely consider getting a lip mask, something you can sleep with.
Yeah. I just feel like for me, it's more like a habit to apply chapstick every hour. It became like a thing that I just do. I'm in the car and I apply my chapstick.
Yeah.
And then like washing dishes and I'm like, in the shower.
Just apply chapstick. Listen.
Go to bed.
Rather that than dry, crusty lips.
Yeah.
Any day, any day.
Definitely.
All right, y'all, so that's gonna pretty much wrap up the Korean skincare regimen. We hope that you have.
Wait.
No, we're
We
not
forgot
dropping
the
anything.
clay mask.
Oh,
Clay mask, which is my favorite one.
yes. Tell us a little
For
bit.
people who has combination skin, T-zone oily skin, U-zone oily, prone, whatever, it helps. If you have acne, it dries up your acne. If you have oily skin, it reduces your excess oils, minimize your pores, deep cleaning, and super gentle exfoliating. It's like my best friend.
Yeah.
Do you hear me?
Yeah,
Besties.
honestly, I do it like once or twice a week. It's so good.
It is, and the very famous one is the volcano clay mask of the Innisfree. Okay, please, the picture over here.
Yes.
I used to use it, but for a while, I don't know why, but I cannot find it. So I ended up purchasing this one, and I heard it worked very well for you, right?
Yeah.
But this one, it didn't really work for me like that Innisfree one. But this one, the Origins one, the charcoal mask, it really worked.
Wow.
How
It's
did
Origins.
Let's go. Origins, call me.
Origins.
how did I know is I had a big, deep hormonal acne in my chin area, and I used that. After I using twice, I can see it's reducing and getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
It dries up really fast, and the next day, my T-zone oil was like magic.
Wow.
I really can see the difference. So I think it's my second one.
Okay, I'm gonna have to listen. Origins is really.
Origins.
None of this has been sponsored by Origins, but they have made their way onto
They
my
should.
blog. Y'all need to come on through Origins because I love what y'all are doing over there right now.
And for acne ones, okay,
These are
I don't find
masks?
it. These are not masks, but these are spot treatments.
Oh, she's got
So
everything.
when I have my acne around my chin and jaw or foreheads, I finish my skincare routine before I go to bed. I like to apply on the spot.
Wow.
And then after 2 days or 3 days, no acne. I used to use Murad, but after I find out the Origins one, I didn't.
You didn't use that.
I didn't use this one.
Yeah,
I'm just keep using that.
And these you just apply on spot.
Just the spots.
Do you use a Q-tip and
Yeah,
apply?
I use Q-tip. Yeah, that's fine.
Got the spot treatment.
It is, and it's salicylic acid, 1.5%, and it doesn't make my skin irritated, but it still dries up.
The area. Wow.
Amazing.
I need to find a spot treatment.
Amazing.
Particular. I've been
I
using
will
the.
recommend you this one.
Okay, please.
I will recommend you this one.
I'll take a picture when I like the bottle.
Origins.
Origins. By the normal skincare.
No one is
This
gonna
one.
believe you. This is not.
So that pretty much wraps up the Korean skincare routine steps. We have about 10, maybe 11, 12 total, but you don't have to do all of this. Maybe you start with your double cleansing, you hop into a toner, maybe you have a little bit of an ampule, and you end with some SPF. You may skip the eye cream, you may skip the lip care, you can figure out what works best for you, but like I said, get the best players from each brand so you build your own team and see how it works. And just know, and I know you've told me this, is it takes time. Your skin's not gonna repair overnight. It's not gonna repair in a week. It's not gonna repair in a month. It takes time to see actual changes in the skin. And each time you use these products, it's little steps in the right direction, is what I would say. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, definitely. Agree. 100%.
I always have to run it
Like,
through
I
Anna
love
'cause
that
I'm
for
like-
you.
Yeah. She's like, actually.
She's like, yeah, sure, I love it.
So a few tips and tricks just to kind of close out this this vlog. Let's hop into a good question that a follower of mine asked. They said, should they be drying their face with a towel or using a face cloth when they're dealing with their skin?
Mm-hmm. I think I never ever used towel before. But before, long time ago, I used to use paper towels or tissue papers, but also they have like small pieces in there. It's gonna clog my skin. So when I was in my college, my roommate was Korean. Thanks God. She taught me a lot. So she told me like, do not use the towel, just let it dry. And she has amazing skin.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear that at that time.
Yeah.
So like after for a while, I'm getting into the skincare. I start using that trick and it really helped me a lot. So do not use a towel. Do not use a paper towel. Just let it dry.
So after you shower, you just let your face
Yeah, let it dry.
dry by itself.
It absorbs the moisture, the water that's on your face. Yeah. With that being said, I think it's important to remember too to have filtered water from your shower if you're going to be letting this water sit on your face and absorb. Because I found that I just switched to a filtered shower and it changed my life when it comes to my skin feeling moisturized afterwards. It's not dry anymore. And I noticed even for my skin, my face, it's changed the way my skin's been looking. So definitely something to consider. Another situation, filtered water from the shower, and don't dry your face with a towel. Also, face cloths are so damaging to the skin and they hold a lot of bacteria. So if you're using a face cloth to wipe your face, this is actually really damaging to the skin.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about, I know we touched on this a little bit earlier, patting your skincare into your face. Rubbing it is a no-no. We want to go ahead and pat all the skincare in, nice and easy.
Yep.
This, I feel also, I notice when I don't rub my skin too much, it's also less irritating. We
That's
don't
true.
realize that we're like rubbing this stuff into our skin and it's irritating it. Yeah. Do you
Better to
usually
just tap
rub?
it.
It's better to just tap.
I rub only when I'm doing like the lymphatic massages, but I apply an oil before, so I don't drag my skin.
Yeah. And last but not least, girls, this is a very simple one, and I feel like a lot of people mess this one up. Wash your hands before you apply your skincare. Like even before you get in the shower, even if you're in the shower, wash your hands first, and then go into your cleansing. Because in a way, you're just applying all of the shit from your hands right onto your face with the cleanser. It kind of like defeats the purpose. So I feel like that is something that people really mess up, and it's a very simple thing, especially if you're like touching your phone. I know people who will hop out of the shower after washing their face, touch their phone, and do whatever, and then go apply their skincare. And I'm like, no. That's like crazy to me.
Yeah.
So just be really conscious of how clean your hands are when you're applying your skincare, because everything from your hands is going on your skin. So, y'all have any other tips you want to recommend to our followers out there, our girls out there who are listening, watching?
I think it's more about like self-care, kind of what I said at the beginning. It's also a time for you to love yourself, to pamper yourself, to make you feel like taken care of, you know, and only ourselves can do that. I feel like it's a very special moment because you are pampering yourself. No one else is doing it for you.
Yes.
And I think it's also a moment to like reflect on your value and like how do you take care of yourself, not only your skin, but like inside. I think that's very important too.
I agree.
There is no better product than self-love.
That's
Say that
true.
again. Yeah, when I think about Korean skincare, it's a very like conscious practice. You have to be very aware of what you're using, how you're using it, and it really does turn into like a self-care ritual at the end of the day. It's like a form of self-love that is so necessary for me personally. I love taking at least like 30 minutes out of my day to just like pamper myself.
Yeah.
And for my schedule, it's so chaotic that this is so essential to me. It's like sacred. I love doing this part of it. What about you?
When I do my skincare, I feel like I'm loving myself. And when other people say it's like, oh, you have good skin, and I'm like inside, like, it's every night.
Yeah.
That time, even I party, still I have to keep the routine. So
Yeah, it's a form of self-love. So this is a great way of, entering into a ritual for yourself. You absolutely deserve it. So make sure you're taking that time to give yourself this love and this pampering. And that's going to wrap things up for this episode of the Normal Skincare Vlog. Thank you so much for watching.
Before
please.
that, I want to give some gifts for you guys.
Wait, what? Anna.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh my god.
And I put
Stop
inside
it.
my favorite
Please.
skincare products.
Look at it.
Okay.
It's all origin.
Thank you.
Oh my God, Anna, thank you so much.
You're
You are
welcome.
okay. That is so sweet. I was not expecting that. Thank you.
That's fine.
Oh my gosh. Well,
The inside, they are your favorite serum. Okay.
yay. Oh, girl, you done came up. I love this. I'm so happy. You're invited anytime. You come on through. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Anna, for being here and sharing all of your expertise in this. Like, I really look to you as a skincare
I'm
guru.
still learning. I'm still learning,
Yes.
learning.
And I'm
So
learning with you. We're both learning with you,
I'm
girl.
learning for sure.
And Edgar, thank you so much for being here and even just sharing your process, because it's in a way almost a beginner to this as well.
Yes,
So it's
yes,
good
for
to
sure.
have that representation here and to be open to it. So thank you for that. I appreciate you being here. I want to give a big shout out to Alan behind the camera.
oh, thank
He really held it
you.
down today during this whole process, making sure everything was set up and taken care of. So I'm very grateful to you for that. And I want to also thank Vaco Studios for sponsoring this particular video. So grateful to you for holding the space for us and allowing us to use this beautiful space. For those of you who don't know, Vaco Studios is a creative playground here in Miami. So for all the creatives out there who want to create something fun, who need a studio space, please come check out Vaco Studio. They are amazing to work with.
Yeah.
Honestly. Last but not least, if you liked the video, you learned a little something today, please hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification bell button, and leave a comment down below about what you learned. Maybe let us know about your skincare routine. What do you like using? If you even use any of this stuff, let us know. Anyways, we'll see you on the next skincare vlog. Bye. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.